But how hard would it be right now to like date interracially? Like this probably is the toughest time if you're African American and you're dating another race, particularly Caucasian, and what if your Caucasian partner is not for the movement? What if you come home and it's like, yo, like recently, Jacob Blake, and you came home like, yo, they shot this man 8 times in the back in front of his kids, you know, and what if your mate is like, well, he did walk to the car, you know, the cop fired those shots probably in fear of him having a weapon. You feel me? So what do you do when your partner is not for the movement? I think like right now, love is being tested across the country. You feel me? So how about your opinion on that? I'm gonna come back to that, but I want to hear your take.
I mean, honestly, I think that we've always had these issues, and like Alan said earlier, the only difference is that there's video cameras taping it all, so we can see it. It is more real to us now than it has ever been. Like we can touch it, we can feel it, it's tangible. We can actually see the blood coming out of this man's shirt or like coming out of the car when he got shot in front of his kids. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think we have a different experience the way we experience these murders now. And I think it touches us a different way. So if you are able, I mean, hats off, if you're able to be with somebody like that, who's not understanding your perspective, who's not understanding what's happening to people who look like your dad, to people who look like your brothers, to people who look like your, you know, your cousins, and they can't sympathize with it, and they have no heart, and they don't understand it, and they're with the fucking Blue Lives Matter, which is a farce in itself. Like, I don't think I could do it. I literally don't have it in me. And especially as a black woman, we all know that I feel like there's a bit of a difference in how black women are perceived. We're perceived to be the backbone, to stand in the gap, to hold it down, to keep the family together, to support our black men, this, that, and the other. So I think when we cross that line and we cross that threshold to, one, deal with a white man or deal with a white woman, if you're, you know, gay or not, it has a totally different perception because we are not expected to make that transition.
I think really, like in my opinion, it's like, it's impossible for me to date somebody that's not for the movement. Like, when I'm talking about impossible, I mean it's impossible because the one thing I always hear is this. Whenever you mention, you know, a police shooting or a killing, the first thing a racist person says is, well, y'all tearing up the streets and protesting about Black Lives Matter, but how come it don't matter where you from? How come it don't matter in the ghetto? How come y'all don't protest when Ray Ray killed JoJo? But y'all want to get mad at a cop for killing a black man. And that to me right there, that statement right there is a racist calling card. That's how you know that someone is racist. Because if a cop raped a little girl in custody or a woman in custody, right? And people is outside with their pickets like, we want him fired. And the cop is like, well, y'all going crazy for me raping this girl, but it happens all the time in your hood in the projects. Y'all don't get mad then. That's like saying the same thing. Rape is still rape. And for the person right now that's still not convinced, I'll make it even simpler for you. I even make it even simpler for you. If I told you right now, right, that, I'm sorry, cut, 1, 2. When you tell me, right, well, a murder is murder, and Ray Ray killed JoJo, that cop and him are equal. They both killed a black life. You're not correct. You know why? Because Ray Ray didn't take an oath to protect the citizens. He's not paid by citizens out of their checks to protect. He is a heathen. He's wrong too. We don't love him neither. I think that y'all think that we love the black on black crime and we stand by them because them murders don't make the news. But moms still cry. The community is still affected when these black kids die by black hands. But when a cop does it, it makes the news. So when you ask yourself, why does it matter? A cop is paid to protect under oath. The black men that are doing the crimes are not, and they're both wrong. But one gets paid to be right. Let
me add this on to that because you have an excellent point. I think what we need to understand is that when that white cop kills a black civilian man, he's not going to be held responsible. However, when Ray Ray kills JoJo or Pookie or whoever, please believe his ass is going to jail, under the jail, with an unfair trial, most likely. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be held responsible, and that's the biggest difference here. Like, that cop gets to be judge, judge, jury, and executioner right there on the spot, when that's not your position. We have judges because they judge. They are arbiters of the judicial system.
Yeah.
We have juries because they supposed to do jury shit.
Like, let's cancel that statement.
Like,
let's cancel that statement.
Out of control.
Let's just look at the table. We canceling that statement whenever somebody tells you, "Oh, y'all get so wound up and y'all want to tear the streets up and go protest and Black Lives Matter, but it don't matter in the ghetto." No, they matter in the ghetto, but the ones in the ghetto don't make the news, and they're not occurred by people who are paid to protect and use good judgment and serve. So it just kills me. And back to dating. Now, what if you dating a Caucasian or a different race that is, a Trump supporter to the core, and they're so, for the police officers unions and training? How could you do that? I think if that happens to you and your household, consider this. If you and that person has children and they come out on the darker side, and the wife or the husband
just a little tan.
That, a little tan, all you need. You don't even need to be black no more.
Just a little tan.
Yeah, so my thing is, not how they feel. See, it's easy to speak on
when you're not in the
when you're not really, of color. It's like, oh, y'all be okay, stop resisting. No. If that was your son out there, it'd be a lot different.
I think that the hardest part is that, in my mind, I think if you're a black man dating a white woman, and you can, and that's their position, they're conservative, and they're with the cops, and this, that, and the other, and you think it's okay, and they're raising your black son and your black daughter, and living with you as a black man, how does that even work?
I was also dating at the time of Black Lives Matter, and I told her, yo, where's your post? Where's your Black Tuesday post? Because you might not look black, but your father is blacker than me. You're black. Your lips, your hips, your whole style came from your dad's side of the family. You feel me? A lot of y'all out here, y'all mix. And y'all got the good skin, and the mom gave you the good hair, but your daddy blacker than black. And y'all out here trying to, bend the fence. So if I'm dating a girl, you feel me, and this shit pop off, we protesting. We hashtagging BLM. This a we thing, because we got to be a team. You feel me? So date people who could relate to you. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying that, and remember, like we're not saying don't date interracially, because that's beautiful.
Definitely not what we're
I do that all the time. You feel me? I'm just saying make sure that they love who you are, not love you, but love who you are.
Everything about you.
Yeah, you can't just take the cake and not the ice. No, we're a package. Black men are dying. Yeah, feel bad for them. I'm black. Yeah. You feel me?
No, I absolutely agree. Like, I have nothing else.